Numerology 11 live question and answer. Okay. Peace and love, Joshua G. Peace and love, man. So, do anybody have any curiosities about the number 11? Could your life path be number 11? Could your destiny number be number 11? Your name number? Could you be born on the 11th day of the month? – 100% black. Okay, well, while I wait for my guess, I can give out some love. So, say with me, peace and love. I am love. I give love. I receive love. Okay, so
It's on that page. Here I come, here I come. I'm on my way, I'm on my way. How I do it? All right. Okay. Hi.
what's up?
How y'all doing today? Tonight.
Yeah, they in here, so welcome. How you doing today?
I'm good. Had a very long one, but it's good. And yourself?
I'm doing good. Can you hear me good? Can you hear me pretty well?
I say so. Y'all have to see me. I'm really silly because there's people looking at me. So
Okay, so you were saying your life path is 11, right?
yes it is. As well as my name, yes.
Oh, so you a double life. All right, so like when you was growing up, did you have like a lot of you know strange, weird experiences?
I used to have a lot of dreams that came true, like often. I was like very prophetic in my dreams. I have a lot of deja vu moments. I've always had a lot of deja vu moments. Strange
Okay,
how.
that's interesting. That's interesting because I have dreams that come true too. Like it happened exactly the same way
Mhm.
as I saw it in the dream.
Mhm.
So,
Just
but I was just asking that because like the number 11 is very high vibration, like super frequency. So every time I run across people with that number, I just be curious to know like what are your life experiences because I know mine. I had a lot of spiritual experiences, but as a child, I didn't really know what was going on. I just assumed that it was just my imagination, and I was just seeing stuff. But
see, so I
the
don't
whole,
see things. And I think that I block myself out of seeing things. I know that my spiritual team will hold something tight until I'm ready for it. And I know I'm not ready to see things. I feel them, I hear them, but I don't see them. And my sister used to when we were younger. Um, so yeah, no, I didn't see them, but I used to just like know things, and I'm like, why do I know that? As a
yeah. It's
yeah.
because of that. It's because of that vibration that you carry. It's like it seems like when you got the 11 vibration, and since you got two of them, it seems like you just got this connection that's divine, and you can't do anything about it. But you can, like you said, you can make it to where you kind of like block yourself from your gifts because that's what they are, gifts. And like fear, which is understandable because we don't know any, we didn't we wasn't taught these things. And then when you look at the media, it's like everything that's spiritual is they try to make it horror like. So but the point I was saying was like we always got a connection, but it's like you said to yourself, I'm not ready for this, so I don't want to subconsciously. So I don't want to see it straightforward, but you can't do anything about it because you still get the downloads, you still get the feeling like yo, like I'm pretty sure you were very empathic and your emotions is probably like, I'm pretty sure they are. So
Mhm.
that's that connection. So yeah, so like you like the number itself, the master number 11. You came here to master your life and also help other people master their own spiritual experiences as well.
That's the
So
path
you
that
might be
I'm currently kind of walking. I know that I've always kind of known that it was something related to service. I have a business called Create a New You, which is spelled EUEEWE, like so kind of just coming out of those childhood traumas, coming out of the traumas that you've experienced in this life. I don't deal with past life anything, but um, as of now, but just kind of clearing out your chakra energy centers and being able to balance yourself and balance your life. And I guess that has to do with your spirituality in its own sense. So that's the path that I've been on for about 5 years now.
yep. So you got it. It just so did you like always consider yourself different, or did people say you were different?
I'm an Aquarius. We're weird. We're all
Oh,
weird. So
okay.
then, like
Okay.
me being a spiritual being living out a human experience, not understanding what that was when I was a child, not even understanding what that was in my 20s. Um, and then to be here like, oh, you're different because you're actual spiritual being and you feel that you're a spiritual being and you feel even my daughter, my youngest one, she feels her separation from her human being and her spiritual being and feels like it feels her avatar that she's living within an avatar. So it's just like to have always felt that and not understand what it was until more so recently in the recent years. um that's interesting. Yes. Hmm. Yeah.
So it's like you always knew. You always knew you was different from like your family, your friends, the people in your environment, your neighborhood, at school and work and stuff like that. Yeah, because I did too, and I was lucky enough to have a friend to think about. But
I had a
most everybody else was into this world,
like 2 years.
you know.
For about 4 years. So yeah, that was a nice experience being able to speak to somebody, like having somebody like see and understand exactly who I am and what I'm living in, not understanding what I'm living in a way. And that's what I asked for. I asked for people that were able to see me and understand who I am in their own, have an understanding for who I am in their own sense so that they can help me remove myself from the web because I feel like I'm running in circles here. I need other individuals on this plane that can talk to me and literally give me their vibration and help me to understand like what am I missing? Let me open my eyes. So I've been grateful to meet quite a few of those people, especially with this TikTok connection. This is amazing.
Yeah, it is because we wouldn't be able to do this without the internet and the TikTok and YouTube and all that. So that's the positive thing about it is that we can connect with each other and also like the 11. Like sometimes I run across like in my studies that it's also corresponds to Aquarius. So that's like super. That's like super out there. But I yeah. But I was gonna say like Aquarius is like represent big groups. So like your service can maybe be like um targeting big groups of people and helping them to become comfortable with this because it's like they call the 11 the spiritual leader because we've been experiencing this stuff since our childhood. So for the people that's new to this, we can help them get comfortable and understand like their emotions and the stuff that's coming to their head and the things that's how you get that voice that tell you don't do this, do that, and just everything that people call evil and demonic. Like we here to help them understand that this is a part of our existence, and it's not something to be afraid of because that's what you actually are. So
very true.
that's what.
Very true.
So, and you got the energy to do it. You got 211, so you can really draw a lot of attention to yourself.
I don't want to say it's shy. I am so close off to a whole bunch of energy because I am so different because I've experienced so many things. So there's still things that I'm working through, creating a new me, and just being able to move through it the way that I'm supposed to do it, and not things that I've learned from my past, triggers, if you will. So putting myself out there and being in a whole bunch of energy is a little nerve wracking. Not to mention, I'm feeling most of the energy that's coming to me anyway, if not all of it. And I'm way more sensitive in this past 6-9 months, a year since my parents have been gone.
It's wild.
It's been heightening. If I told my story,
yeah, that's probably what you should do. Let people know because it's people that feel like we do, and they looking for. I'm not gonna say looking for anything, but it's just nice to hear that somebody you can relate to.
Understood. Yeah, I mean, I could give y'all a little bit because I don't want to go too deep. And as I start to evolve, it'll come out more and more in divine time, and the people that are meant to like understand or feel or whatever it is, learn whatever it is that you need to do, they'll grab it at that point. But long story short, my mother took her IUD out to have me. I was 2 weeks late. My whole life is duality. I was 2 weeks late. I was born on 2/2. The reason how I got my name to be an 11 is because who was supposed to be my godfather, he passed away when 2 weeks before I was born, around my due date, and his name was Samuel. So my name is Samantha. Fast forward. On April 29th of last year, 2022, my father passed away. That was the first time I did Reiki and actually felt the energy that I was moving. I did it on him, and he told me that he had his eyes closed. He said, "Oh, I can, is that your energy? That feels good. That feels great. I like being in your energy." So that was the first time I did Reiki. When he when he was taking off his medication and he went to sleep and he didn't wake up until he passed. My mother was in the emergency room, so I went to the emergency room when he went to sleep. And I walked in her room and she didn't know who I was. Not because she was not cognizant. It was because I had elevated doing that Reiki on him. She passed on May 12th of 2022. So within 2 weeks, my parents passed. So a lot of my spiritual connection, a lot of the work that I needed to do was hindered on the fact that I was using my parents as my backbone. I'm grateful to have a third parent. I do have a father that is here that I stay with, as he, just spending time with him. But I'm able to have like that father relationship and really be able to grow as a woman. So with my whole life being in duality, my parents passed in 2 weeks within each other and one another, and being connected spiritually, one of the only ones in my family to truly be, other than my daughters, to truly be connected spiritually and utilizing or strengthening myself. Their connection is helping me, my pillars. Their connection is helping me to stand up and be able to really be doing the work that I'm supposed to be doing out here in the street. So that's just a little bit about my story and kind of who I am. And I'm going to stop because I'm going to cry.
It's all right. It's okay. And I just want to say peace and love to your parents. And when you said they passed and then you went it, like you heightened. Like, it's like they giving you their support. So
Definitely. That's why I said that's my pillars. Like, that's when I feel most balanced, when I have pillars. Like if I'm holding water bottles, whatever it is, I feel really balanced when I'm holding those. Just like straight up 90-degree angle in my body. They make me feel, ooh, the chariot, like the like the chariot card, like I'm in balance, in motion. So,
yeah, so that's a good practice. Keep that up. Well,
is that what I'm gathering?
I mean,
Life path?
life path. Say it again.
Are you in 11?
My name 11. My life path is 8. But my destiny number, expression number is 11. So yeah, I get it. I get it. And I was born on the 22nd day too. So
Interesting. Rather neat. Okay. Very interesting.
yeah, so that's it. Like, did you have any questions you wanted to ask?
I should have prepared something. You throw me all the way somewhere else telling a story and whatnot. And this would be the time. Watch me think about something all late and then I have to wait for a message when I got you right here.
That's all right. We can always do it again if you want, or you could just message me.
Okay.
That's fine.
And have some sort of structure, something we want to share with the people.
Yeah, we can come up with like a little show or something,
A show. We could definitely collab on something because there's a group of us that's out here.
Yeah.
A group of us that's out here that should be working together.
So you Aquarius, see? The group, the collective.
the collective is there. Yes, that's true. That's true. But
Yeah.
there's certain pieces within the collective that needs to come together. Do you know anything about human design?
About human design? Mm-mm.
Um,
No, what's that?
website for it. Human design. The way that they break it down, there's 5 different parts of it. A projector, a generator, a manifester, a manifesting generator, and that one I always forget. There's 5 of them. And the way that they break it down, the way that they explain it is like a play, and everybody has their what is that fifth
They
one?
roll.
Yes, everyone has their role. I'm a manifesting generator. And manifesting generators are the ones that are, they can be on stage, like you said, but they're also the ones that are behind the scenes saying, we need
Yeah,
these
yeah, yeah.
generators over here, we need these generators over here, we need these projectors doing this. So the manifesting generators that are within this group of collective definitely need to connect with one another. 11s need to connect with one another. 22s need to connect with one another. 33s need to, like, we all need to be in our part
Yeah,
together.
because we are the weirdos. We are the strange folks. You know? But no, for real, like the 11 is the sun and the moon. So yeah, it could be in the spotlight. It could work well in the spotlight. It can also work well in the dark.
Okay.
So yeah.
Polarities. Okay. Okay.
It's a very powerful number.
It feels powerful, and I'm like, every time I've ever told anybody like what my story and any like that little bit of blah blah blah, these are my numbers. They're like, oh well, you're a 2. So yeah,
No,
you're 4. Come here. La, la,
no,
la, la, you're so
they
good.
they are they keep adding them.
And I'm
They
like,
add the 1 plus the 1.
right. And I'm like, I know I can already because you just did it that way. I feel you. Because you just did it that way, you kind of don't want to acknowledge me on an important level in any shape and form because you have to be in that spotlight. MC, I don't need to be in that spotlight, so you can do.
You don't want it. You don't care for it
I
that
don't
much.
care
Yeah,
for it. You can do
exactly.
you, and you know what?
Right.
You can have good people sit and listen
Right.
to your nonsense, and I'm
Right.
just going to sit there and just be like, okay, until it's time for me to go. I'm not about to fight with you. I'm not about to do any of that. So
Exactly.
it's appreciated that somebody understands and can let me know, like, nah, you're not tripping. Like, I've told myself, you when you said to me, master teacher, it was the first time. Many times I've read it, all of that. It was the first time that I was able to understand. You already know what you're doing. Why are you begging? Because I said to my daughter 7 months ago, 6 months ago, sometime in the wintertime, um, I'm supposed to assist the teachers that are out here and being able to. I'm the teacher of teachers. You already have your people. I can't do what you do. I'm not going to try to do what you do. Like, I know a whole lot of things. I can put my hands in. I know a little bit about a whole lot of things. So that means I can have a conversation with just about anybody. But when you have a teacher that's very direct, very narrow focused in what they're doing, I'm able to help you connect with your audience on an emotional level that will help you excel to the next level. They sent me here for the heart. That what that means to me is that why I'm doing Create a New You. People have things that they've experienced on an emotional level, and we talk so much about not being able to go to this therapy. It's the stigma against it and all of that. But your emotional state is like super important to anything that you have to do. Anything. So if you're not
Yes.
able
Yes.
to explore it vulnerably and without judgment, then you're just bottled up. You're like you're in a space where you can't really move the way that you should be moving or that you could be moving. Should is a
Mm-hmm.
demanding word, but
Yep. then it's like you just keeping that energy inside of you instead of letting it come out.
Yeah. So they send me for the heart to be able to help individuals release it and move to their next phase.
Yeah, that's why I feel like I'm here to help the beginners or the people who just starting their spiritual journey.
Understood. That
Because you,
yeah, you're very good at what
mm-hmm.
you do. You're very good at what you do. Yes.
Well, thank you.
You're and like the breakdown that you're giving to people, even with the little boy, that changes the whole trajectory of his life. With his father being able to understand something like that about him. So
Yeah.
yeah, I appreciate
Yeah.
what you give it to the people. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, Oni.
Very good at what you do.
Thank you.
I,
Yeah, well,
I hope that we can do this again. I felt like I was
yes, we can.
earlier, so I don't want to take up too much time.
It's all good. We can do this again. Yeah. Like I said, we can come up with some things, be creative, try to get farther out, reach more people, especially people that look like us. I mean, I love everybody, but people that look like us need a lot of help. So,
They
yeah.
deserve it. They deserve that happiness. Excuse my language. Okay. Bye, guys. Have
All
a good night.
right. You too.